Hello everyone. In this video, I will explain what is JavaScript Executor. So what is a JavaScript Executor interface? JavaScript Executor interface allows us to execute the JavaScript code inside the Selenium. Now you might ask a question, why do we need the JavaScript Executor? Why do we need the JavaScript code to run inside the Selenium? Well, sometimes there are some activities that cannot be achieved with the Selenium, and we have to rely on JavaScript code to achieve this activity or this actions. So what are these activities? Like what action? For example, like if you want to scroll down an app, or if you want to click on some hidden element or tricky element, in that case, we have to rely on JavaScript Executor interface. So before we actually implement it, and before I show you how you can use the JavaScript Executor, I just want to point it out that there are two methods that comes from the JavaScript Executor interface. I personally have used the first one, the execute a script, and there is also another method called execute async a script. They are, I believe that they are the same, but with some differences when it comes to the timing. One is synchronous and another is asynchronous. All right, so let's now jump to the implementation, how we can implement this. Let's create another class for this. I'm gonna call this class, name this class JavaScript Executor, and I need a main method. And I'm going to copy a parts of the code because these are pretty basic, so I don't need to retype this again. All right. So now how we can implement that? We can type JavaScript Executor interface. But when you type, there are actually two names. They are the same. Make sure that you pick the I, which stands for interface. Okay. So you select that, and then whatever name you want to put it right there, it doesn't matter. And we are going to pick driver. So after you pick the driver, now we need to cast it. How you can cast it? You can hover over your mouse and then cast to JavaScript Executor. All right. So now this we successfully implemented and casted this. Why do we cast it? When we cast it, now we can use all the benefits and methods and all from this interface, right? Interface is like a contract. As long as you follow the rules, you can use all its methods, right? All these benefits. So right now we can actually use all this and the method that comes from this JavaScript Executor interface. So what do we want to do right now? Okay, what do we want to do? Let's say that I want to click on this element, right? But not with Selenium, with the JavaScript. Let's say that this is a tricky element and it doesn't work with the Selenium. We want to click this with the JavaScript. How we can do that? Let's actually identify this, and we want to let's use this text right here. Okay, let's use this text. And what I do here, I'm gonna type text function, and I'm gonna paste that. So what we did over here, we use the text, right? Oh, my bad. I keep doing this, so I need to. All right. So right now we actually we use that the text expat text function to identify this element. All right. So we copy that value, and we go back to our IDE. So I'm gonna call this web element, and I'm gonna call this whatever window, let's say. So window driver find element, and then I'm gonna use the expat, copy this. All right. So right now, how we can use the JavaScript to click on this element, right? So we are going to use this object, the cast that from the interface that we use it. We can use this, and then as I said, there are two methods that you can use, right? execute this script and execute a synchronous accelerator, which is all the way down here. All right, so we're going to use this first method. What we can do, how we can click on this, we can say that arguments 0, and then we can say click, right? Click. And now we are going to pass our element. So this is the element, right? And we're going to pass window. So in that case, now you might ask a question. So what is this argument? This is a code that comes from the JavaScript Executor interface. This argument 0 meaning that the current page, that we are performing action on the current page. And this is a method that simply click on it, right? Just click on it. All right. So because this happens pretty fast, I'm just going to use some static weight. This weight is not recommended, but just for the purpose of demonstration, I'm going to use this and a method signature. I had a method signature. Then I close the browser. All right. So let's do this. All right. So open up the website and then click on the alerts frame windows. There you go. It clicked on it and it closes. There you go. All right. So we successfully actually click by using the JavaScript Executor interface. And what about if we want to do something else, right? So let's say that after we click on this, right? We want to click on this browser window, right? We want to do another click. So let's actually find this element as well. How we can find this element? Let's see. So we go back to browser window. I think we can also use this text, visible text. So let's copy that. And let's find this, okay? So what we can do here, it's a span, and this is what? Text. I'm gonna find this. All right, so here you go. We're using the span tag and text function, expat text function. All right, so we find this and let's actually store this. All right, so what we can do here, we call this what? Browser window, right? It was browser window. All right, so, and we're gonna paste this, copy. So this time I'm gonna use Selenium to click on this, right? Let's see. Expect an element to be clickable, and now we're gonna use a browser window, and then we're gonna simply click on this, right? So after we click on this, what else we want to do, right? After we click on this browser window, what else we want to do? We want to scroll this, right? We want to scroll this all the way to the down, right? How we can do that? Of course, with the JavaScript. All right, how we can do that? All right, so as I said, you're going to use the JavaScript interface, executor interface. So now we are going to do the same, all right? And then we can say what? We can say we are going to use our method, execute a script. And after that, we are going to use our method, right? Our method is that window dot, and then we are going to use a scroll by. So this is basically the method that's used to scroll our page. This is actually horizontal and vertical. For the vertical, we are going to put 0. And for the vertical, we are gonna, let's say it works by using the pixel. So we are gonna scroll down this page by 500, right? By 500. So let's run this. All right, click on this and scroll down all the way. There you go. All right, so that's it about this tutorial. To just summarize this, JavaScript Executor interface allows us to run the Selenium code inside the JavaScript, right? So why do we use it? Because sometimes there are some scenarios, some tasks. There are some tasks that we cannot be achieved with the Selenium. So in that case, we can rely on the JavaScript Executor interface. Sometimes if you see that there's an tricky element that doesn't work with the Selenium, you can try to use the JavaScript Executor interface to click on that or whatever action that you're trying to do on that. All right, that's it about this video. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.